Okay.
Okay, bismillah. Assalamualaikum. My metric number is A1680029 and I'm going to do the presentation about Faid Consulting operation during MCO. Okay, first we move to the introduction of insurance industry and Islamic insurance. Insurance industry is made up of companies that offer risk management in form of insurance contracts. The basic insurance is that it has one party, the insurer, that will guarantee payment for uncertain future events. Insurance is a contract represented by a policy in which an individual or entity receives financial protection against losses from an insurance company. A policy premium means that it is the price typically expressed as annual cost determined by insurer based on their business risk profile. Okay, next about the COVID-19 MCO. Okay, during the early March, 18 March, the spreading COVID-19 coronavirus disease um, has declared as a pandemic by the WHO. Malaysian and neighboring Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand and Singapore were the first one to report the case outside of China. So, following the rapid rise in the active case of second wave, Malaysian government ordered Movement Control Order MCO at the beginning of the 18 March 2020. The sudden lockdown in the civilization life has widespread implication, but mostly marked by moving activities towards online method, including use the communication platform. Okay, the introduction about the Alpha Consulting yang berhad is that Faid Consulting is a wholly owned subsidiary under the Takaful Ikhlas Berhad carrying on insurance business. The company located at the Kawasan Kuala Lumpur was founded on 2003 October 11. Faid Consulting is a sole proprietorship and owned by Muhammad Iskandar bin Hamzah, and the date he actually started involving in this business is actually 2001. The business hour are like other office hour, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. While on Saturday, the business operate from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay. Um, there are several type of product insurance that this company sell. For example, life insurance, travel insurance, Takaful and Etika motor insurance, Masjid Protect Takaful, office niaga and klinik niaga. About the motor insurance, motor or car insurance is a policy contract that protects customer against financial loss or damage in the event of road accident or theft in exchange for annual premium payment. There are three types of motor insurance protection, which is comprehensive, third party, and third party fire and theft (TPFT). The extension cover or additional benefit means that subject to agreement by insurer and payment of additional premium. For example, if a customer wants to add protection such as windscreen or special perils, they can ask the insurer. Comprehensive are the most type of insurance that customer prefer because it cover death or injury to other parties, damage to other parties, property, cover loss and damage to our own vehicle, and many more. Okay, this is the organizational chart of Faid Consulting. Muhammad Iskandar is the director of the organization. We have the secretary, Nuriza binti Hashim, and the PIC for travel insurance is Nur Aina Balkis. The PIC of Masjid Takaful is Diana, and I am the PIC for motor insurance. And we have another two, which is Nur Izani. She is the PIC for account and office expenses. And the PIC for life insurance is Atifah. Okay, in the analysis and discussion, there are several issues that I wish to discuss, which is no transaction face-to-face business, adaptation of digital operation, and financial impact on customer, working from home challenges, and financial impact on the business. For the issue of no face-to-face transaction, since the order to follow the MCO are inevitable, the company has to close the operation on the business. However, motor insurance are one of the business that has to be keep going even in the period of MCO. Thus, Faid Consulting are taking on the digital method and online method in the absence of the direct interaction between agent and their client as the movement control order MCO in place to minimize the impact on the business flow. The challenges is that there are customers who are old-fashioned folks that are accustomed to pay their premium insurance by hand. They may not be able to use online banking transaction for payment, and they usually in the age of 45 and above, and if it's scared to do transaction face to face. Second issue is adoption of digital operation. In order to Faid Consulting to sustain business and income, the company has to adapt the changes by using digital or online method for continuous of businesses. Workers have to work from home even though they are not familiar with the situation of working from home. And there are several types of customers that cannot be reached by means of social media such as WhatsApp or Facebook. The adaptation of online transaction that proposes are hassle to these groups. The next issue is financial impact on the customer. Customers are also working and employees. They may have having a tough time with meager wage increase and rising costs and increase of commitments. So during the MCO and the spread of pandemic COVID-19, there are companies that had to shut down their business or reduce their staff to cope with the limit budget and costs. Thus, severe job loss have it hard. Some of customers lose their job and had it hard in managing limited amount of resources to continue living. So they will cut down on spending, and some of them choose not to pay the bills. That is the financial impact on the customer. Next is financial impact on the business. The other issue is financial impact of MCO on the business itself, which is Faid Consulting Sdn Bhd. Other than selling motor insurance, the company also sells travel insurance policies. Since the enforcement of movement control order has been going on more than a month, the company has suffered loss in income and financial state of business has hit bottom rock because one of the product of the company is travel insurance. Since all the country closed their entry, all travel scheduled to destination are prohibited, and all travel insurance business has to be stopped. So that is the financial impact on the business. Next is working from home challenges. With the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, many organizations in civil or private sector allow their employees to work from home to ensure continuity of businesses and operation. This move increased the usage of technology among workers. Working from home can cause decrease in staff morale, and it can be harder to maintain team spirit when employees are working at different locations. The problem with the staff development, such as difficulty to maintain staff development and upgrading skill, are occurring as this thing best take place in direct reach with the employer. Also, workers have to be sure to follow best practices to reduce risk of any cyber attacks. Unsafe practices such could compromise cybersecurity, resulting in incidents such as data breaches, unauthorized access by hackers, and many more. So there are several solutions to this issue, such as implementation of full online business operation. The agent will find it difficult to transact face-to-face business due to the mobility restraint and social distancing. So we have to rely completely on digital channels to continue to do business. With the MCO, company must be more creative on how to best serve customer and encourage public to adopt digital platform as a form of communication with all insurers. We have to ensure that all systems are updated with the latest security patches, including the VPN, which is virtual private network being used to access internal system from outside office. Workers also should be alerted to expect an increase in phishing attempts. Phishing attempt is an attempt used by cybercriminals to gain sensitive information like password or credit card details by disguising themselves as a trustworthy entity. Thus, workers should avoid logging into the work system using a public internet Wi-Fi. Workers have to connect either through home or mobile network data. Next, we have to increase our presence in social media. Further growth in our online motor takaful business as more customers started to take advantage of the convenience of online transaction, especially during MCO period. Online approaches such as WhatsApp and Facebook will help increase our presence in social media to sell our product. Workers have to inform customer that further business transaction can be done online through messages and active updated Facebook. Next is sufficient financial aid. Since customers are facing financial impact from MCO, we need to have a sufficient financial aid requirement towards the low-income earner. The government has given permission for EPF member to withdraw 11% of the contribution for the past 3 or 6 months to ease the hardship. So all these financial aids are intended to cushion the impact on COVID-19 pandemic. The next solution to the working from home challenges is that regularly monitor workers. Employer has to remind team to start their morning as if they were going to office. Employer has a duty to care for employees to ensure they are still working safely. Organization and individuals are best to follow practices to reduce cyber risk associated with working from home or user having remote access to the system. When team is working from home, employee has a duty to care for employees to ensure they are working safely. My contribution to the company started as I was assigned as the person in charge of motor insurance. Any customer who wish to renew, extend, or cancel their insurance policy are within my responsibility. I contributed my effort in keeping customer insurance policies active after the premium is made. The other contribution that I gave is assessing the new practical student through an initial interview through phone call. During those meetings, it is important to give thoughts and respond to every issue discussed. Responding towards questions and giving ideas are the evidence of participation in these meetings. For example, when we discuss whether one of our colleagues should come to workplace as usual during the disease, but before MCO, as he transmitted to the using public transport. Okay, my suggestion to the company is that every entity that works, the company has to remain committed to ensure all the core businesses and aspects of protection or policy order are active. Company wholly has to encourage public and customers to commute renewal of all type insurance through online platforms. Company should avoid using unsecure platform to do important meeting to avoid stolen information that could cost the company. And the challenges working from home style may not be suitable for everyone, but since this is an unavoidable situation, a worker has to adapt the skills of working from home. Company can apply basic protection steps such as VPN password when using internet. Employer has to constantly monitor and encourage employee to motivate them to do a good job. In conclusion, there may be many obstacles that happens that halt the full flow of the MCO, but it happens to every single business right now. There's the strategy motivation to get out of the comfort zone and trying something new, getting our staff to adapt with the situation and carry out our responsibility are essential in every part of the company. Thank you.
Okay, Aina. Okay, so what are the most challenges that you are facing during internship at Faid Consulting Sdn Bhd?
Okay. Thing me during in apa itu customer service that when I have to uh we have to deal with the customer because there is more than 100 customers, you know, different type of people, and I have to contact them directly. I have to call them for their to talk about their quotation about their payment insurance, and also during the MCO where I have to work from home, it is challenges because I'm alone and I only can reach help from other colleagues through the means of advisors. Uh, but I have to access to the system by myself, and things get things get complicated. I have to contact to the director. The challenges that I find very complicated is that um, I because working from home is not suitable for everyone. The thing that happens to me that I prefer to work in the office. So when I have to adapt to working from home since it's quite a challenge. That's all.
Okay, Aina. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.